Yo, what's going on guys? I'm Maze, and with the Pokemon anime recently hitting its 22nd anniversary, I thought it would be fun to go over 100 facts surrounding its main character, Ashe Ketchum. So, with that very simple intro now stated, let's just jump into this. Let's go! Starting with the basics, Ashe Ketchum of course is the main protagonist of the Pokemon anime. Because he's the main character, Ashe is the only human character to appear in every single episode and season of the anime. Ashe has also been featured in every Pokemon anime movie. Not only is Ashe the main character for the anime, but he's also the main character of various manga based on the anime, including the Electric Tail Pikachu and Ashe and Pikachu. Ashe has a dream of becoming a Pokemon Master, though it's never stated how one becomes a Pokemon Master, apart from battling gyms and competing in leagues. Ashe is based on Red from the Pokemon games. Ashe's hat in the original series was actually going to be similar to Red's hat in his original design from the Pokemon Red and Green games. However, of course, this got scrapped. Many series later, Ashe received this hat in the XY series, which is based off Red's hat from the Fire Red and Leaf Green games to the Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 games. While on the topic of Ashe's design, ever since Generation 4, Ashe has shared similar outfits to the new male playable characters. Ashe has 3 names in different territories, Ashe for the majority of the world, hence why I'm calling him that, Satoshi for Japan, and Sacha for France and some other European nations. Ashe's English name is based off one of the 3 options for one's name in the Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow games. Ashe's English last name, Ketchum, is a pun of the Pokemon English franchise motto, gotta catch 'em all, though he's never catched them all. Ashe shares his Japanese name Satoshi with the creator of the Pokemon franchise, Satoshi Tajiri. Not only does Ashe share his Japanese name with Satoshi Tajiri, but Satoshi is meant to mean wisdom, which can relate to his character. Ashe's family include his mother Delia, a unnamed never seen before father, and an unnamed never seen before grandfather. Ashe's father was actually meant to appear in the Pokemon anime for an arc surrounding the GS Ball, Celebi, and Team Rocket, though it ultimately ended up getting cut, and we haven't seen the story be readjusted in any way since. Poor Ashe. Ashe's birthday in the main series, according to Takeshi Shuda's novelizations, an old Pokemon anime writer, is 10 years, 10 months, and 10 days exactly prior to the day he began his Pokemon journey, making it May 22nd. Ashe's birthday in movie 20, however, is instead the same day he began his journey. Despite Ashe still being considered 10 years old in promotional materials, as well as the first episode of the Black and White series, the Pikachu Short 7, Pikachu and Pichu, reveals that it's been exactly 1 year since Ashe and Pikachu began their journey, so that'll make Ashe at least 11 years old. Not only that, but if you calculate all the months Ashe had to wait until entering a Pokemon League, it would add up to more than a year. So Ashe would definitely be older than 10 years old in reality. But again, the anime still likes to consider him as a 10-year-old. While on the topic of Ashe's age, in an interview with the Pokemon anime director Kaneki Yuama, he stated, quote, "Time has not passed since the start of the journey. Ashe is eternally 10 years old," end quote, which this could explain why he's still 10 years old in the anime. Additionally, in that interview with Kaneki Yuama, he stated that movie 20 is a parallel world that is split from the main Pokemon series. This being a what-if scenario if the story took a completely different route because of the Ho-Oh feather that Ashe finds. So, because of this, there is now 2 different Ashes and 2 different universes. Ever since this reveal of an alternate universe, many fans have speculated that some of the Ashes in the main series could come from an alternate universe as well. However, this theory has been more or less shut down by continuous references to old series in newer Pokemon series. In episode 100 and 101 of the Sun and Moon series, we were introduced to this character called Dia from an alternate universe. And thanks to hints sprinkled out between the episodes, though it's never officially stated, we can determine that this character is actually an alternate universe version of Ashe. This technically making a total of 3 different Ashes and universes, though this is the last known Ashe for now. Ashe is voiced by Riku Matsumoto in Japan. Meanwhile, Ashe was voiced by Veronica Taylor from episode 1 of the original series to episode 145 of the Advanced Generation series, for the English dub. After that, Serenade Tokani took over Veronica's role of Ashe and continues to voice him. In the first ever dub of the Mastermind of Mirage Pokemon, Ashe wasn't actually voiced by Veronica or Sarah, but rather Casey Rogers, this being the only time she ever voiced Ashe. However, in the redub of the Mastermind of Mirage Pokemon, Sarah took over the role. When Veronica Taylor was interviewed in the documentary titled Adventures in Voice Acting, she stated that during her audition for the role of Ashe, he was known as Casey at the time. Ashe was Veronica Taylor's favourite role to voice in her career. It just makes me feel even more bad for her that she got replaced by Sarah. Ashe has travelled to every region so far. Ashe has travelled alongside 11 characters during his journey, 16 if you include the Sun and Moon gang. Additionally, Ashe has had a total of 24 rivals, though there's always at least been one main rival for each series. Ashe's first ever rival was Gary, and how the rivalry started is because while both of them were fishing, they reeled up the same Pokeball and couldn't decide who should keep it, in which they then broke the Pokeball into 2 pieces and promised to be better than the other from that day forward. Despite Ashe's rivalry with Gary beginning with fishing, Ashe actually knew Gary his entire life before that, but never liked him due to how much he insulted him. Yet, he also felt sympathy for Gary due to knowing how hard it must be to grow up under the name of Oak. Ashe currently has ownership of 71 Pokemon, which 30 of them include Tauros. Ashe has released a total of 6 Pokemon. Ashe has given away a total of 5 Pokemon, whether it be for training, a gift, or traded away. Ashe has even travelled and cared for Pokemon that he's never officially captured, that being a Haunter, Larvitar, and Segaleo. Ashe has even temporarily used 43 Pokemon that belonged to another trainer or were wild Pokemon that he teamed up with. Though unlike Haunter, Larvitar and Segaleo, it was just for one episode instead of multiple episodes. Among those 43 temporary Pokemon are the Ultra Beast Buzzwole, Stakataka, and Pheromosa, who Ashe had caught and released under his work as an Ultra Guardian, which we'll talk more about Ultra Guardians later on. Ashe has never officially caught a Pokemon of the Psychic, Ghost or Fairy types, a female only, an Alolan form, or legendary Pokemon, nor has he Mega Evolved any of his Pokemon. Originally, Ashe had never caught a Steel type or mythical Pokemon for around 18 years, but recently in the Sun and Moon series, he caught a Melton, which is both a Steel type and a mythical Pokemon. Melton is not Ashe's only rare Pokemon though. Ashe has also caught a Greninja with a one-of-a-kind ability, a Lycanroc form known as Dusk Lycanroc, and an Ultra Beast from another world called Poipole. Out of all the Pokemon Ashe has ever had, Pikachu is the only electric type he's ever had. Ashe has captured at least one starter Pokemon in every region. Ashe shares at least one Pokemon of the same evolutionary family with one of his rivals in each series. Ashe doesn't have any favourite Pokemon, aside from Pikachu for obvious reasons. He loves all of his other Pokemon equally. Originally, Ashe wanted to choose a Squirtle upon beginning his Pokemon journey, but of course, as we all should know, he ended up with a Pikachu, which after a bit of a struggle, this Pikachu became Ashe's best friend. Before the Pokemon anime actually began, it was planned for Ashe to receive Clefairy as his partner Pokemon. However, this ultimately ended up getting scrapped because the writers thought Clefairy looked too feminine, wanting a Pokemon that can cater to both the male and female audiences. Back in Ashe's early childhood, he used to be bullied. To see more of this, you can check out my entire video on his childhood in the description below, after this video. Ashe in his early childhood went on a field trip. However, he ended up getting separated from his group during his field trip, in which he was then forced to take shelter underneath a hollow tree when it started to rain. However, he noticed a group of Pokemon who were also seeking shelter from the rain, in which he then invited the Pokemon inside the tree, where they then kept him safe and warm. This experience I just described is what inspired Ashe to become a Pokemon trainer. Ashe is generally a kind, compassionate, and brave character, but can also be stubborn, hot-headed, short-tempered, impatient, reckless, and impulsive at times. Ashe seems to battle best with Pokemon that are similar to Pikachu, ones that are speedy and maneuverable, yet able to perform high-powered attacks. However, of course, he is still willing to work with any Pokemon that comes into his care. Ashe's strategy is problem solving a Pokemon battle, including thinking on his feet during a special match. His tactics throughout many episodes involves problem solving battle issues and anything that relates to the Pokemon's special abilities. Even having inputs from his friends has helped Ashe whenever he's stuck. Ashe doesn't like any trainers who mistreat their Pokemon. Ashe is sometimes shown to willingly allow his Pokemon to attack him during training, all just because he wants them to become as strong as possible. Ashe, unlike other trainers, does not force his Pokemon to evolve if it doesn't want to, and always finds a way for them to become stronger regardless of evolution as well. Ashe has shown to come with unique strategies when it comes to battles, such as creating what he likes to call counter shields, and even stuff so bizarre such as thunder armor, even if these strategies go against the logic of the Pokemon games. Ashe's biggest fear is losing anybody close to him, such as friends, family, and his Pokemon. Team Rocket is mostly to blame for the Pokemon factor due to how many times they've tried to capture his Pokemon, especially Pikachu. Ashe is shown to be quite athletic. He can run, swing on vines, carry some heavy stuff, swim, and is a very good climber. Ashe has even demonstrated that he can draw, fish, wash, and cook, though he just recently learned how to cook and wash in the Sun and Moon series, thanks to it being partly a slice of life anime. Ashe has shown to have adequate performance skills as well, competing in some Pokemon contests. Ashe even has a special ability he can use with his Greninja, called Bond Phenomenon, which may be achieved when the trust between the trainer and the Pokemon reaches maximum. While a Pokemon and trainer are using this form, the trainer shares the Pokemon's pain in the same place the Pokemon was dealt damage, and can also share the Pokemon's point of view. However, ultimately, the Pokemon gains more strength, which is very useful for battles. While on the topic of special skills, Ashe even has the ability to control Aura, which Aura can be used to create barriers and attacks, transfer Aura to others, read minds, and even sense another's Aura ability. Though he's only ever seen to have used this power in the movie Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, and 2 episodes within the Diamond and Pearl series. Finally, for special skills, Ashe is sometimes chosen by a mythical or legendary Pokemon to feel their feelings and thoughts, due to his strong sense of justice, so that way Ashe can help them out later on. The biggest example of this power came from Azelf in the Diamond and Pearl series. Ashe has died a total of 6 times, though, of course, he's been revived in one way or another afterwards. Ashe has defeated quite a few legendary or mythical Pokemon, being one of the only known trainers to have defeated Tobias's Darkrai as well. According to episode 24 of the XY series, Ashe's favourite move is Thunderbolt, mostly since it's his Pikachu's most notable move throughout the entire Pokemon anime. Ashe is a role model to many people, such as May, N, and Serena. Seeming as Serena got mentioned, who has a crush on Ashe, Ashe seems to be oblivious to love. This isn't to say Ashe has never shown interest in a girl or boy before, as in episode 9 of the original series, Ashe blushed over a photo of the character Giselle. Despite being oblivious to love, in one of the scrap Pokemon anime endings, which was showcased briefly in a trailer for Mewtwo Strikes Back, Ashe was suggested to end up with Misty, due to Misty having a child which strikes a lot of similarities to herself and Ashe. Not only that, but Pikachu was also at the scene. Ashe has been kissed a total of 9 times by both humans and Pokemon. The most popular kiss would definitely be Serena kissing Ashe. Ashe has cross-dressed a total of 5 times, 1 in each series, excluding XY, who Serena was the one to cross-dress that time around. Ashe has obtained every single gym badge from the games to date, excluding Drayden's and Marlon's. Additionally, in his gym battles, he has lost at least once in each region, before re-challenging the gym leader and winning himself the badge. Coincidentally, he's lost a match against every normal type gym leader, which I don't blame him, as come on, all the normal type gym leaders are hard. Ever since Ashe faced Watson in episode 40 of the Advanced series, Ashe has not won a gym badge in the same episode in where he meets a gym leader. Ashe even lost battles with Frontier Brains during the Battle Frontier arc of the anime. Though, much like gym badges, Ashe has managed to obtain every single Frontier symbol. After Ashe obtained each Frontier symbol, he was offered to become a Frontier Brain himself. However, he declined this offer in order to travel more so he can also learn more. Though, who knows, maybe he'll come back to this offer one day. Ashe has completed each Grand Trial in Alola. But as you can guess, he lost at least once during a trial. Ashe currently has 6 Sea Crystals, though he can make a 7th one appear which only him and Pikachu can use. Ashe has even won multiple other competitions, too many to count in fact. One thing that Ashe has never been able to win though, is a Pokemon League in a region based from the games. Though Ashe has won one anime exclusive league, which is the Orange Island League. According to many Pokemon directors and writers, if Ashe ever wins a non-anime exclusive league, the anime would end. He would have attained the title of Pokemon Master in one way or another. Despite not winning any Pokemon leagues, Ashe has gotten the chance to battle and even train with Elite Four members and champions, such as Bertha and Diantha. Another title Ashe has earned is the Baron title in the Battle Chateau in the Kalos region. One award which is worth mentioning that Ashe has earned is the Medal of Honor, which he had received upon defeating Team Flare. Ashe has met every single mythical and legendary Pokemon to date. Ashe has even saved the world multiple times. Ashe has defeated every single evil team to date. Ashe has been held captive and used as a hostage for almost every villainous organization in each region so far. Despite working towards being a Pokemon Master, Ashe has worked for Aether Foundation under the rank of an Ultra Guardian, which Ultra Guardians help capture Ultra Beasts and send them back home. Despite Ashe being the main character of the Pokemon anime and various manga, he has found his way in a Pokemon game before, that being Pokemon Puzzle League. Though it was based on the anime to be honest. Outside of Pokemon Puzzle League though, Ashe has at least had many references to his character in multiple Pokemon games. The most prominent, of course, being referenced in Cat Pikachu within the Sun and Moon games. The Pikachu when any of this has from the anime, and he's even listed down as the original trainer, as this Pikachu is meant to be referencing his Pikachu as well. Another reference to his character in the games comes from the Pokemon Sun and Moon special demo, where he provides you, though never seen in person, a Greninja with the Battle Bond ability. This of course also referencing his Greninja with the same ability. In the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon games, you can even buy a hat based on Ashe's Alolan hat. To see more references to his character, and even the anime in general within the games, check out the video I'll leave in the description below after this video. And that concludes the list. I hope you all enjoyed and even learned quite a few things. If you're a regular viewer to this channel though, you might have noticed I've repeated a lot of elements from my other part episodes within this video, which that is because I wanted to put all this knowledge of Ashe into one single video, for new viewers to easily understand his character. So, hopefully you didn't mind the repetition that much. Additionally to this video though, I'll be making a video dedicated to Ashe's development over the years, which will mostly consist of things I haven't stated on this channel yet. So be sure to keep your eyes open for that. But with that said, that pretty much now concludes it for today's video. So if you enjoyed, then please be sure to consider leaving a like, a share, and if you're new here, a subscribe along with hitting that bell icon to stay in loop with all things Pokemon anime related. If you want to support this channel any further away, I also have a Patreon. Thank you for watching everybody, this is Entity Maze, signing out.